Don't blink. It's your blink. Welcome to the show. This is a new episode. You guys are having a wonderful day on this on this 14th February 2025. Happy Valentine. People that celebrate, people that don't celebrate, Happy Valentine. Still, they were doing a very weird review. This review coming with a story, and it's gonna be a really fun time. We're having Betty Crocker own angel cake. She called it French vanilla cake, but it's angel cake. I guess it's the frosting that is a vanilla. So when I was a kid, right, these was the shit. When I came to the apartment, these was the shit. I can't believe I'm gonna tell you the story, but this is classic Vendetta. This is how you know how I was. It's part of the genesis of Vendetta. To be honest, it's gonna be super nice. So without further ado, Betty Crocker, let's try you out. So as a kid, I wasn't allowed sugar. However, there was a pantry in my bedroom, and in that pantry there was cake mix. Right now, most kids wouldn't eat that cake mix. However, what I would do is every single day I had to go out for 2 hours. I would bring the cake mix with me, and I would eat it, and because there was some sugar in there. Now, this is the first part because I was so desperate for sugar that anything would do, even a mixture of cake. Now, the second part, when I came to the apartment, um, I was broke, right? I was broke, so I would eat ramen. I would eat peanut butter because my father would give me some, and I would eat some rice, right? That's all I ate. However, I would go to the Dollarama. The Dollarama would have. We're talking back in the 2012, so 12 years ago. We're talking about Dollarama would have a lot of ramen, but they also had cake mix. So I would buy cake mix from there, and I would eat it. I remember watching Chucky for the first time, my favorite movie, and eating a cake like that. And it's funny because sometimes I would cook it, sometimes I wouldn't cook it. So what I would do is, by that time I was working out a lot. I would have four. I would buy 4 boxes of cake, one for each week. But we did that for like a year and a half. So that's actually a lot. That's actually a lot. But why this is so important? This is really something that was really important in my genesis. Like I said, this was very instrumental to who I am today. And who I am today is a person that is able to tell a very sad story, but I have enough confidence. Today I had lack of confidence because no Valentine, but that's okay. But you know what? And sorry, I shouldn't say, but I was so desperate as a kid, to get some. Oh, it's a bit wet. Yeah, we have some water there. Oh, a little text. As a kid, I was so desperate to get some sugar, but I wouldn't have sugar in itself. Sugar on itself wasn't good. It wasn't proper. Give me a second. I'm just gonna because I dropped some water, and I didn't think I dropped a lot, but I dropped a lot. There you go. Cleaned it up nicely. Well, nicely. So as a kid, what I would do is we had flour, a lot of flour. My stepmom was cooking a lot, right? And what I would do is I would add flour, and this is a true story. I would add flour. I would add flour, sugar, peanut butter, and eggs, and I would mix them up, and I would do myself a cake mix, right? And I would eat that, or I would cook it in the microwave. I had my stepmom always was somebody that wanted to lose weight, so they would go for walks. I used to cook caramel, so butter and sugar, and a thing, and then you just cook it, right? And it was nice. But I remember that this was the first time, and of course my mixture were disgusting. I remember doing a mixture of maple syrup, butter, sugar, and flour, and it was amazing. And once again, it was for me, and it was a very small portion. So today, what we're gonna do is also I had an idea. I want to talk about this story because it's important to me. I wanted to cook a cake to taste it. But then I said, you know what? Fuck it. We're gonna be eating this raw. We're gonna be eating this in powder form, raw, and then cook. That's the goal. I remember my favorite was probably birthday cake. I remember, I'm telling you, those years were absolutely phenomenal. Those years were absolutely phenomenal in the sense of just that, dude. You know, when you go to an apartment, the first thing that you're gonna say, oh, no more rules, right? And there's a lot less rules. And then you're like, okay, well, I'm gonna be able to eat whatever I want to eat. All right. For me, it was cake. I was like, oh, making a cake is a lot of work. Like, fuck it. We're gonna do this, right? I'm just gonna taste it a little bit. Then I'm gonna be adding water, and I don't add eggs because I thought I bought eggs, but I didn't. And yeah, since it's Valentine's Day, I wanted to do a cake, but also didn't want to go out. So there you go. Fuck, it's been a while, dude. It's gonna be disgusting, but this is baking powdered sugar, and flour. Mmm. 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 I still remember that. Mmm. Really, really nice. Mmm. I can't. So it's everything that a cake should taste like. It was delicious. Now what we're gonna be adding is a cocoa. I usually would add coffee. However, this is very sweet already. There you go. Maybe. Right? Mmm. That was delicious. I have so much fun memories of this. Growing up, if I told you, I lived in a very strict household. So the growing up, that's a shirt. Okay. I've cleaned that apartment every week today. It's gonna be bad. You know what? It's only bad because I think it's gonna be bad. It's all in my head. It's gonna be easy to do. It'll be nice to do, and that is pretty much it. So our dry mixture are done. Now I'm gonna be adding a little bit of water. Right? Now what I like to do with the water, I like to add a little bit in. Right? As you see, we added a little bit in. And des plats de résistance. The plats de résistance. You know what? You guys wanna go crazy? Because I can go crazy, guys. That's it. A little bit of olive oil. It's really a lot. There you go. There you go. And we'll add a spoonful of peanut butter. I want to treat this as I used to do it as a kid. Right? And I said as a kid, but I was in the apartment, right? It was just a very, like, my parents were very involved, right? So a lot of the lesson I was supposed to learn, I didn't really learn because they were saying, hey, we're gonna take care of it. You know, I remember being arrested by the police, right? And it was supposed to be like a big lesson, like, hey, you're fucking up. The police got you if you were a bit older. I was with the wrong people. I was hanging with the wrong people, right? And there was a lot of police at the school. It was this one guy that I used to hang around with, right? And what he used to do, he used to bring a lot of drugs at school, right? He trusted me. He was like, yo, if they catch me to account the quantity that I have, I'll go to jail. So take some. And of course they caught me. And since it was a small amount, instead I was too young, they just gave me a fine for it. It was weed. But still, my parents, instead of giving me shit, they're like, be careful next time. You know? So again, very, very strict parents, but at the same time, very understanding. And sometimes too understanding. So this is our cake mix, right? As you can see, it's completely for reals. No. Not great. And the peanut butter doesn't add up nicely over here. Because basically it's chocolate and vanilla. Which goes well together, but the peanut butter always It does not always seem like it's too much, but still. There you go. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not great. Now, I'm a lazy fuck. I'm adding a little bit more water. Right? I'm gonna be putting the whole thing in there. And maybe a little bit more water. We want it a bit warm. That way we do cook it. There you go. It's a bit too much water, but it's okay. Every time I cook, I make a mess. This is nothing new yet. There's too much water. That's okay. Will still give me a good result. This is basically impossible not to succeed. It's a foul. It's a how do you call it? Let's taste it once again. Yeah, pretty good. There you go. So now, chucking up on myself. There you go. So now what we're gonna do is all of this in the pot. I know it sounds disgusting, but trust me, it's gonna be good. Right? Now I'm hoping that we put enough oil. So the oil is gonna act as a greasy product, and the greasy product is gonna act as a non-adhesive. So, and I'm gonna do. There you go. I'm gonna put this here. I'm gonna leave it there, and I'll be bringing you back when it's ready. So about 10 minutes, 20 minutes. Okay. See you soon.